love the Eagles as much as we do, then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. The sports world woke up today to a revelation that no one saw coming. A bombshell that has immediately sent shockwaves across the NFL landscape, and fans are still struggling to process the news. In an unprecedented move that is already being described as one of the most daring and controversial trades in recent memory, the Philadelphia Eagles have reportedly secured Lamar Jackson, the dynamic quarterback who has spent his entire professional career dazzling fans with the Baltimore Ravens. Rumors began circulating late last night, whispers in the league offices and cryptic social media posts hinting at a seismic shift, but no one could have imagined that the Eagles, who have been methodical and cautious in their approach to roster changes, would pull off a deal of this magnitude. Sources close to the team, speaking under strict anonymity, suggest that negotiations have been intense, filled with high-stakes drama, and involved multiple layers of strategy, from salary cap maneuvering to draft pick exchanges, all orchestrated to ensure that both sides walked away with what they needed. The implications of this move are enormous, not just for Philadelphia and Baltimore, but for the entire league. Fans of the Eagles are reportedly ecstatic, but there is also a palpable sense of disbelief, a feeling that something this audacious might only exist in dreams or the fevered imaginations of sports pundits. Jackson, known for his electrifying speed, improvisational genius, and ability to turn seemingly hopeless plays into highlight reels, brings a skill set that could transform the Eagles' offensive identity overnight. Analysts are already speculating on how head coach Nick Sirianni will adjust his playbook to accommodate Jackson's dual-threat abilities, and whether the team's existing roster can support a quarterback of this caliber without major adjustments. Meanwhile, Ravens supporters are grappling with a mixture of heartbreak and shock, losing a player who has become synonymous with the franchise and represents a unique blend of leadership, charisma, and athleticism. Social media exploded within minutes of the announcement, trending hashtags flooding Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok as fans, reporters, and former players shared reactions ranging from disbelief to sheer excitement. The deal reportedly includes a combination of high draft picks and significant financial considerations, indicating that both teams see long-term strategic value, but it also raises questions about team culture, locker room dynamics, and the broader ripple effect across the league. Insiders reveal that behind the scenes, the negotiations were intense and almost cinematic, with multiple late-night calls, secret meetings, and strategic leaks designed to keep other teams guessing. Baltimore reportedly tried to hold on to Jackson at all costs, but the allure of valuable draft assets and the chance to reset the franchise's direction proved too tempting. Philadelphia, on the other hand, is being portrayed as a team willing to risk short-term turbulence for long-term dominance, betting that Jackson's unique talents can elevate their championship aspirations. Speculation is now rampant about the financial ramifications, including how this move might influence future contracts, player incentives, and even potential endorsements, as Jackson has always been a high-profile figure off the field. Pundits are already drawing comparisons to historical blockbuster trades, debating whether this will rank alongside some of the most iconic moments in NFL history, with some calling it a revolutionary gambit, and others cautioning that the pressure on Jackson and the Eagles could be immense. The narrative is developing fast, and as more details emerge, it is clear that this is more than just a roster change. It is a story about risk, ambition, and the unpredictable nature of professional sports. League insiders indicate that the timing of the announcement was carefully chosen, coinciding with key media cycles and maximizing fan engagement, a strategy that underscores the increasing sophistication of NFL team operations. Social media analysts point out that the viral response is a combination of shock, curiosity, and hope, with memes, reaction videos, and heated debates dominating platforms. The move has already influenced betting odds, fantasy football strategies, and even local sports commentary, highlighting just how interconnected the modern sports ecosystem has become. Coaches and players are also adjusting to the news, with sources suggesting that locker room morale in Philadelphia is a mix of exhilaration and anxiety, as teammates anticipate the challenge of integrating a superstar quarterback into an established framework. Meanwhile, in Baltimore, questions are swirling about the franchise's future, the potential for rebuilding, and the message this trade sends to current and prospective players. The ripple effects extend beyond the field, as sponsors, advertisers, and media outlets quickly pivot to leverage the narrative, demonstrating that a single blockbuster trade can redefine the cultural conversation around a team, a city, and a league in ways previously unimaginable. Veteran sports journalists are already framing this as a watershed moment, a turning point that could reshape NFL rivalries, divisional dynamics, and even the playoff landscape. The Eagles, long admired for their methodical approach, are now being portrayed as risk-takers willing to challenge conventional wisdom, while the Ravens are depicted as pragmatic strategists, balancing sentimentality with the realities of long-term roster management. Fan forums are ablaze with debates dissecting potential schemes, offensive line configurations, and how Jackson's mobility will be protected in a league that thrives on high-impact defenses. Analysts also speculate on the psychological dimension, pondering how Jackson will handle the pressure of transitioning to a new team, city, and fan base while maintaining peak performance. Conversations extend to sports marketing, with speculation about jersey sales, media rights, and the broader cultural cachet of Jackson as a marquee talent, raising the possibility that this trade could extend its influence well beyond the gridiron. The atmosphere is electric, unpredictable, and brimming with narrative possibilities, setting the stage for what promises to be a dramatic, high-stakes chapter in NFL history that fans and analysts alike will revisit for years to come. Sources close to both organizations hint that this trade involved more than just football logic, incorporating elements of personal relationships, strategic vision, and even subtle negotiations designed to shape public perception. Philadelphia reportedly positioned itself as the ultimate destination for Jackson, highlighting the team's infrastructure, competitive roster, and championship aspirations, while Baltimore strategically maximized leverage, ensuring that the outcome would favor the long-term health of the franchise. League officials reportedly monitored the proceedings closely, acknowledging the complexity of the trade and its potential impact on competitive balance. Speculation about internal dissent, contractual clauses, and performance incentives is rampant, with analysts predicting that every future decision involving either team may be influenced by this seismic transaction. Fans are already imagining the first game with Jackson under center in Philadelphia, envisioning touchdown drives, dramatic comebacks, and highlight reel plays that could define an era. The story continues to unfold, blending rumor, anticipation, and raw excitement, setting the tone for a saga that promises drama, debate, and unforgettable moments in the world of professional football. As the dust settles from the initial shock, sports insiders are already spinning theories about the ripple effects of Lamar Jackson's move to Philadelphia, suggesting that the impact could extend far beyond the field and influence league-wide strategies for years to come. Sources whisper that rival teams are scrambling to reassess their defensive schemes, draft strategies, and even coaching philosophies, realizing that facing Jackson's dual-threat capabilities will require a complete rethink of conventional approaches. Analysts speculate that this trade could trigger a domino effect, prompting other franchises to make bold moves, perhaps risking high-profile players or trading multiple draft picks to remain competitive. Within the Eagles organization, internal discussions reportedly revolve around fine-tuning offensive strategies, strengthening the offensive line, and developing playmakers who can complement Jackson's unique skill set. Off the field, marketing executives are preparing campaigns that leverage Jackson's star power, projecting record-breaking merchandise sales, sponsorships, and social media engagement that could redefine the team's brand identity. Meanwhile, Baltimore's front office is rumored to be executing a careful plan, aiming to rebuild around emerging talent, protect salary cap flexibility, and maintain fan engagement despite losing a franchise icon. The speculation and excitement continue to build, with every insider leak, social media post, and cryptic comment fueling the narrative that this trade is not just historic. It could reshape the entire NFL landscape. Social media continues to explode, with fans, pundits, and former players weighing in on what this unprecedented move means for both franchises, creating an online ecosystem filled with memes, theories, and heated debates. Observers note that while excitement runs high among Eagles supporters, the pressure on Jackson to immediately deliver is enormous, as expectations have skyrocketed overnight, placing him under an intense microscope. Reports suggest that Philadelphia's locker room is a mix of enthusiasm and apprehension, as teammates prepare to adapt to Jackson's improvisational style, speed, and field vision, which will require precise coordination and trust. Meanwhile, Ravens fans are mourning the departure of a player who defined their identity and represented a unique blend of charisma, athleticism, and leadership, raising questions about how the franchise will maintain cohesion and competitiveness moving forward. Analysts speculate on potential defensive strategies, play-calling adjustments, and even special teams innovations designed to maximize Jackson's impact while minimizing risks. Financial experts also weigh in, suggesting that this trade could alter the market for elite quarterbacks, salary negotiations, and contract structures across the league, with ripple effects on endorsements and media rights deals. Every new rumor, leak, or insider quote seems to magnify the stakes, creating a whirlwind of speculation that shows no sign of slowing down. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Insiders hint that the negotiations behind the scenes were intensely secretive, with multiple rounds of discussions, strategic leaks, and back-channel communications that kept rival teams guessing until the very last moment. Philadelphia reportedly presented an irresistible package, blending high-value draft picks, financial incentives, and assurances about Jackson's role as the centerpiece of their offensive strategy. Baltimore, according to sources, leveraged every bargaining chip, ensuring that the trade maximized value while positioning the franchise for long-term flexibility. Analysts suggest that the psychological dynamics of this deal are as significant as the physical and strategic considerations, with both organizations needing to manage media narratives, fan expectations, and internal team cohesion. Speculation continues regarding the first season, with questions about how quickly Jackson can adapt to new teammates, learn a revised playbook, and handle the scrutiny of a new city and fan base. Social media trends and betting markets have already reacted dramatically, with futures bets shifting, fantasy football strategies recalibrated, and memes flooding every platform. As pundits dissect the trade, the consensus seems to be that while the risks are high, the potential rewards, both on and off the field, are enormous, suggesting this may be a defining moment for the Eagles' franchise identity. Rumors swirling around Philadelphia suggest that coaches are already planning special packages to exploit Jackson's mobility, his ability to extend plays, and his unique talent for creating opportunities where none exist. Reports indicate that additional signings or trades may be on the horizon to complement Jackson's skill set, with insiders hinting at targeted acquisitions in the wide receiver and offensive line positions. League analysts speculate that opposing defenses will face unprecedented challenges, requiring innovative schemes, rapid adaptability, and heightened discipline, while fantasy football managers are adjusting projections, player rankings, and team valuations at lightning speed. Behind the scenes, front office staff are reportedly engaged in meticulous planning, balancing short-term competitive goals with long-term sustainability, considering salary cap implications, and monitoring fan sentiment closely. Meanwhile, the cultural and media impact is already tangible, with headlines, podcasts, YouTube content, and discussion panels dissecting the implications of Jackson's arrival, generating engagement levels that few trades have ever achieved. Even former players are chiming in, offering opinions on Jackson's transition, the Eagles' prospects, and how this move may influence quarterback mobility and offensive strategy across the league. The rumor mill continues to churn, fueled by leaks, speculation, and the human fascination with disruption, drama, and the allure of witnessing a potentially historic transformation unfold in real time. Speculation also surrounds the Ravens' future direction, with insiders suggesting a plan that emphasizes draft flexibility, developing emerging talent, and recalibrating team identity after losing a franchise cornerstone. Analysts debate how Baltimore will maintain competitive relevance, balancing fan disappointment with strategic growth, and whether the team might pursue aggressive free agent signings or additional trades to fill the void. Meanwhile, Philadelphia is portrayed as a calculated risk-taker, embracing both uncertainty and opportunity by committing to Jackson as a transformative force capable of redefining their championship trajectory. Observers point out that this trade has reignited long-dormant rivalries, inspired new debates about quarterback mobility, and even influenced the broader conversation about team-building strategies in the modern NFL. Fans are captivated by the drama, sharing speculative content, predictions, and what-if scenarios, fueling an ongoing narrative that blends rumor, excitement, and anticipation. The story is being told simultaneously across television broadcasts, podcasts, and social media, creating a multi-dimensional spectacle that extends far beyond the football field. Every new development, comment, or insider hint seems to amplify the stakes, reinforcing the perception that Lamar Jackson's move is not just a trade. It is a seismic event that will reverberate across the league for seasons to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.